Good morning. We're going to start out with the classroom and just talk about that for a minute. I'm able to accommodate around 14 to 16 students in this classroom comfortably. Now with COVID, in the years of COVID, we were able to accommodate like up to 10 spaced out in uniform the way they needed to be. We were able to, with theory and shop settings, accommodate and teach in our programs from the beginning to the end of the school year. That helped quite a bit to be able to try to perform with hands-on and theory segments. With that, we try to use more with computer usage and online usage, and I even did a lot of video presentations and PowerPoint presentations to help the students along. But this is our classroom setting. Basically, we want to go on to the shop now and talk more about what goes on with the hands-on part of our program. Okay, this is our paint booth. It's a downdraft paint booth. That means it brings the air from the top of the booth around the car in linear mode and then out the bottom in the filter system in the floor. With that, it works great for solvent-borne paints, primers, things like that. When you're applying waterborne paint, you need to have what's called turbulent air. And with turbulent air, you want to have the air moving in multiple directions and pulling the moisture off the sides of the vehicle or wherever you're painting on the vehicle. I would like to try to get a turbine air drying system which would operate in a circular motion and create a turbulent air. Basically, you would have a setting in the front or a hose, an inlet in the front, an inlet in the back, forcing air in after you put your materials on in a circular motion, and then automatically pushing the air downward so dirt and dust and debris doesn't fly up onto the freshly coated surface. That's one of the items that I want to try to get for the grant. And basically, the next thing that I'd like to get is a supplied air respirator setup, where we would have actual air brought from a separate source in on special hoods or respirators, so that they actually have fresh air systems that would work. And we would like to have probably about 5 different hoods set up so I could accommodate myself and 4 students at a time. And that would have to have air operated either off the compressor with a filter system, and we have a rotary type compressor, so that would work, or it's just a separate air supply somehow. But I did price that out on both of those units, and you know, it's just something that we look forward to try to be able to do in the future. I've tried to get the turbine system because it is quite costly multiple times, but we'll just keep trying until we hopefully get it. Okay, on to the shop setting now. Okay, this is our prep area. It's a 2-bay system, and we have curtains that pull forward so that we can work individually on 2 different projects. We did well this year. Students started out with their fenders, had to repair fenders, repaint them, and basically we worked on projects as well. This is one of the projects that we did along with the car that was in the paint booth. We basically went through and repainted that vehicle that's been in here for a couple of years. Finally got it done with COVID and everything going on. This truck was the same. This came in before COVID, and we just got that done this year. Complete repaint with waterborne base and clear coat. Again, the turbine drying system would have been good with a fully waterborne base coat or vehicle to paint, but we got through it. So this is one of our areas in the shop. The next thing that I'm going to show you is our welding area. This is our weld station or welding area. It doesn't look like much, but it gets the job done just fine. We've got 2 ventilated systems that work off the ceiling here, and we've got 2 portable stands so we can do vertical and overhead welding. students can practice and learn all those procedures. And we start out with a basic MIG welding unit that basically just for doing light metals. And then we get into, if they meet the requirements, we get into our SP5 unit that has silicon, bronze, steel, and aluminum. And they can learn the procedures for all those different levels of welding. Doesn't happen very much, but sometimes we need students to that level. And I have been certified by ICAR to give certification to students. But this is just another aspect of what we do. My shop's not really big, but it does accommodate everybody well, the way that we're set up. The next, there's one more project I'll show you, and then I guess that's a wrap up. Okay, here's another project that we took in. Obviously, it's not going to get finished this year. This will go on to next year. And basically, we're going through and stripping down the old paint and the old repairs. And the students will go through and get this vehicle back up into good shape, and then we'll be painting this next year, hopefully by this time or sooner. This is some of the many projects that we've done. And with these times that we've had, going in and being able to be in the shop and being able to do a lot of hands-on tasks has worked well to try to get students to come in and participate and learn as much as they possibly can to move on to their careers. I do want to take a moment to thank the Collision Repair Educational Foundation for their efforts throughout the years, which we have had help with for many, with supplies, materials, training, and all those different things. And hopefully everything that we've showed you gets us to level 1. But if we're still level 2 or level 3, that's okay too. Thank you again for your help and your ongoing support. Kyle. Nice and even.